Chris Sims from Pro Football Talk talked about what he expects to see from Deshaun Watson in the Browns offense this season.
Deshaun Watson, I expect him to be he could be another guy where you said 8 guys, right? He could be that guy that we jump in and go, oh, hey, Deshaun Watson's a franchise quarterback. He was before all this stuff went down, right? He definitely was in that top 5 combo. So let's see where he can get back to. I expect him to be kind of dancing around that again. I do. I'm a believer in Deshaun Watson, the football player, for sure. And now, hey, some of that other stuff's in the rearview mirror, right? And they do have a lot of things about their team they like. They've certainly improved the wide receiver room a little. We know the O-line's good. The running back's maybe the best in football. The defensive coordinator, they got a new one there in Jim Schwartz. I think that's a big part of this thing too. How good is their defense and what does that look like? But, I think your point, is real. Playoffs are a high bar, especially in that division and in that conference right now. I mean, damn, like we've talked about, the AFC is loaded with teams and players and quarterbacks, So that is a high bar. And I hope it's not just playoffs because if they're 10-7 or 11-6 and don't make the playoffs, I hope it's not a type of thing where they get rid of Kevin Stefanski because of that.
And with that, let's welcome in G. Bush from 92.3 The Fans, The Barbershop, as well as the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. And G. Bush, I had the chance to talk to Chris Sims at the scouting combine. His belief in Deshaun Watson is real, and I give him a little extra credibility because he played the position in the NFL, kind of knows what he sees, knows what it takes.
Yeah, anybody that's playing the position of quarterback understands what it is. They understand what it takes to get comfortable, what it takes to get back into the swing of things. I always tell myself, I fully expect Deshaun Watson to be Deshaun Watson. And I think that means he's going to be, at least where he was at in Houston. I take a look at consideration, and me, I'm a guy who likes to have results quickly. And I thought he would play a lot better than he did. But if you go back and just look at it and just give him benefit of the doubt, and give Coach Stefanski a little bit of benefit of the doubt and say, look, they didn't have an offense that was predicated on what Deshaun Watson does best. They were playing with Jacoby Brissett. They didn't have the offense predicated to it. He hadn't played in almost 2 years. The speed of the game, and one thing I can attest to is just the speed of the game is just so different. Even if I go down on the sidelines and I'm looking at the game or I'm at practice, it always magnifies the speed, how fast guys are, and the speed of the game gets faster and faster each year that you don't play. And it's just a tremendous thing to be able to come and just jump right back into something and say, hey, I'm going to jump back in and be an all-pro. That doesn't happen. So I fully expect Deshaun Watson to get back to where he is and was at before, everything happened in Houston and sitting out the time he did. And I'm going to tell you what, he's going to have an opportunity. Coach Stefanski will have an opportunity, and Deshaun Watson will have opportunity for postseason awards because of this. The bar is set very low. You said Chris Sims is a guy who expects him to play well, but I don't even think there's a lot of other national people that expect that. The bar is super low for the Browns. They don't expect Deshaun Watson to come back and do anything. And as a matter of fact, when you look at the power rankings and different things in the standings, preseason stuff, they have the Browns basically being in the cellar again. And so if you can come out and he plays well, and which I think he will, we're throwing for 4,000 yards and an improved offense, he's setting himself up for an opportunity to be comeback player of the year. And he has an opportunity for Coach Stefanski to get some postseason awards as a coach because of just how low the bar is for the Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson.